What's up, Jooba people? Welcome to this lesson. Today I'm showing you how to play You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman in the movie Toy Story. So, I'm going to play it for you quickly, but before I do that, I just want to tell you about the PDF you can download for this lesson with all the chords and lyrics. It looks like this, and you can get it on the website, clicking on the link below for free, and you can see all the chord shapes as well for this song, which are quite intense, so I would suggest you download that before we get going. But let me play it for you. I'm going to open this little part so you can hear what that sounds like. It's got a capo on the 3rd fret, so I'm going to take the capo, put it on 3, and then we're going to play in the key of C. So it's going to sound like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right ahead in your miles and miles from a nice warm bed. You just remember what your old pal said, 'cause you got a friend in me. What a nice song to play. It's so groovy, it's got such nice chords, and I just love it. It's really one of the toughest songs for me to play at the moment, but it's really fun. It's really got a nice vibe to it. Okay, so let's jump into the chords, which shapes that you have to know for this song. The first shape is going to be a C shape. Ooh, that's intense. Believe me, it gets intense. And then we're going to have to play an A minor as well, this song. An F, which you can play with the bar chord, or you can play the one that you play with these 4 fingers over here, and then you do the bass note with the thumb. That's the one I like to use. D7. You got a friend in. A 6 shape. This is used in the bridge. So if you play a C or an A minor, and you put your index finger back on the C note like that, then you get a 6 shape. So this is, we're going to use a C6. And we're also, I think, going to use a D6 or something. But anyway, you need to know the shape. It's a movable shape, so wherever you put the pinky, that's going to be the name of the chord. So this is C6, C sharp 6, D6. Okay. The 7th chord with a root on the E string. So if we play a G7 like this, it's going to be like that. G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also a movable shape, so wherever you put the root note, the index finger, that's going to be the name of the chord. Okay. 7th shape with a root on the A string. Okay, that's going to be like, if we play C7, it's going to be like this. So wherever you put the square one, the index finger here, that's going to be the name. So C7, but this is D7. B flat 7. Okay. 7 with the root on the E, so if you play G7 like this, it's going to be like a G bar chord or an F bar chord, G bar chord, and take off your pinky. Then you got that 7th shape, which is really nice. Ooh, did I skip something? Oh, there's that one is repeated. Now 7 sharp 5. Now this is where I take the 7th shape that we learned earlier, and I take the 5th note, which is this one is the 5th of the chord. I do that with a scale. Re, mi, fa, sol, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. That's the 5th, and I make it a sharp. So then the shape looks like this. Sounds really intense, really nice chord though. Okay, diminished 7th with a root on the E. We use this as an F sharp, so it's going to be, the root note's going to be an F sharp. 2nd fret, top, 1, 1. I like to play that note with my thumb. Okay, E7. Just play an E, and take that finger off, or you could do a 7th fret with a C7 shape. Okay, major with the root on the A. So if we play a D string, a B, it's going to be B. You don't have to play that bottom string, I just play the... Okay, minor with the root on the A, like a B minor. Minor 6 with the root on the E, so if we play an A, minor 7, that's minor 6. Minor 7 with the root on E, so if we play a G minor 7, A minor 7. Minor with the root on the A, that's just the B minor chord that we learned earlier, and that's a minor 7. So if you play B minor 7, take off pinky. Okay, that's it for this this section for the chords. Now let's go back to the PDF and we'll go through the song section by section. Okay, we'll first do the intro, which is quite tough. I'm just gonna come closer for this part of the lesson, for the rest of the lesson actually. So let's go here. Okay, so I hope you guys can see me clearly. I think so. It looks cool to me. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. And then you do E. Now it's an E chord, E7, but we're gonna play it with the pinky there, which sounds really funky, but that's because the melody is like a... So it's... That's it on the A minor. So we're just doing this first line now. Then we go G sharp 7, and then just that one. So there's a couple of ways to play that. Sorry, I've got a little bit carried away there. But let's go back to the tutorial. So from the beginning, it's going to be... G sharp 7. And then just one note. And then C. Now for the C diminished, D... You just do that. Just play those two notes. Just those two. And then G7 like this. And then C. But then you just play these three strings. So it's up until there it goes. And then you can play the G augmented or G7 sharp 5th. G7 sharp 5th would be like this. And then C9. And then back to G. And then C. So there's a couple of ways you can play that. Those last two bars you can play like this. Or you could play it like this. So ta, ta, ta. This is like a C9 but in a version. Actually it's a G minor if you play it just like this. But the chord in the background that the band plays is a C9. Yeah. Okay, so the first way is like this. then the rest is quite easy. So let's just walk through it slowly. You've got a friend in me. C7. You got a friend in me. When the road is rough ahead and miles from your nice warm bed. Now the chords in italics are optional. So if I play it with the italics, it's gonna sound like this. You just remember what your old pal said. Without the italics, you just remember what your old pal said. So I like it better with the italics, but it's really up to you. The italics is what they play in the original recording. Okay, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Quite an interesting chord change there. Okay, that's it. I'll go through the picking now. Let's do the second page of the PDF. So we start with F. Some of the folks might be a little bit smarter than I am. Bigger and stronger. B7. Stronger too, maybe. But none of them would. But none of them would. C sharp minor 7. D diminished 7. Like this. Zigzag chord. 5, 4, 6, 6. Never love you. Bar. And this finger over there. You the way I do. It's me and you. The way I do. It's me and you, boy. So let's do the middle 8 part again. Some of the folks might be a little bit smarter than I am. Bigger and stronger too. Bigger and stronger too, maybe. But none of them will. But none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy. Some of the folks might be a bit smarter than I am. Bigger and stronger too, maybe. But none of them would ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy. And as the years go by. Or C9. Our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. 'Cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. So the picking pattern goes like this. That's the main structure of it, shuffled. So if I'm playing a C, it's... And sometimes the first note, you're not just going to play the thumb, you're going to play the thumb and something else together. It just takes some getting used to. If you want to know more about the picking pattern and everything like that, then book a trial lesson with me. I'll be happy to walk you through it. But it really depends on what you can play at the moment. It's not something you can teach somebody just like, this is exactly how it is, because you have to take what you know and then kind of build on that. So have a nice day, guys. Enjoy the lesson.